half red, half white. What they call this finish that I hadn't really seen on other bars we have is PVD. This is kind of cool. It's got the Blazzed logo there.
Massenomics.
Yeah. What's up, everyone? We are here in my home gym, AKA my garage. I'm here with Tommy. We're gonna take a look. For the first time ever, we're gonna unbox the Blazzed Fitness Lone Star Power Bar. And we have the red, white, and blue version. We're gonna get to take a look at it. Like I said, this came from Blazzed Fitness, which came from Kaylor Woolham. You can listen to Massenomics podcast episodes. We've had him on there before. He's kind of a once-in-a-generation power lifter, deadlifter. You know, he's deadlifted, I don't know, close to 1,000 pounds, probably over 900 pounds several times at like 220 pounds body weight. He lives down in Lubbock, Texas. He sent us this to try it out, to see what we think. Literally have not opened this yet. You're gonna see us do it for the first time, and you're gonna get our very first impressions on it. So I'm excited to check it out. It looks like it should be a pretty cool bar.
Yeah, let's see what we're working with.
Yeah, and there's a few unique things about it that we'll get to check out. So Blazzed Fitness is a company that I believe, as far as we know, everything's manufactured overseas. They get it shipped over here. They're sort of based out of LA and also have some stuff down in Texas. So this is an imported barbell. This one costs about $400 too. I checked that out. But first notes, how it's shipped. Has these very nice end caps on the tubes that just had 3 Phillips screws. So very easy to get those out. Then all I had done so far, this is all I had done before we started the video, is just barely taken this out of the package. And it's kind of got this rubber protecting boot on the end of it too, which is also nice. So let's see if I can get this thing pulled out of here. Yeah. Is sliding out quite nicely. We've taken a lot of bars out of packages before, and some are much more difficult than others.
Yeah, that was almost too easy.
Shockingly easy. And you can see the color, of course, as we're getting into it, and then it's plastic wrapped. So I take the little rubber boot. That is good. That is a nice touch, though, is including this on the shipping to help protect it in case it was to break out of the tube, or even if sometimes when you take them out, you just tip the tube over and jam it down, and if it's got that on, it's going to be a little safer.
You've, as the owner of Massenomics Gym, have unboxed way more barbells than me. Is the plastic bag around that, is that common?
I don't feel like that's common. Maybe I'm not remembering correctly, but I feel like that's uncommon. What do you think?
I mean, I've only unboxed a few barbells, but I haven't had to have that before.
So we're getting the first peek here at the finish. Like I said, this is a Cerakote finish. Kind of uniquely, the bar is half red and half white. Should I set it on this one or the one
go
higher?
To the top one there. The
big dog up top.
All right.
Okay. So you're getting the view of it. Like I said before, we have not touched this bar. So this barbell, 29 millimeter shaft, center knurling, of course, as a power bar. The Cerakote finish, half red, half white, 20 kilogram weight, IPF ring distance right here. One of the most unique thing, which I was very curious to see, is the sleeves on this. Actually, before we do that, well, this is on the sleeves, but this is kind of cool. It's got the Blazzed logo there, and then it says 29 millimeter. It even says the Lone Star bar on the bottom of it. That's actually really cool. And then on this side, it says 20 kilograms. I like that they put all this on here.
Right.
The 29 millimeter, 20 kilogram, and then what the bar actually is, because that's a common thing, owning a semi-commercial gym.
Right.
That's sort of, people don't know that stuff intuitively, especially on like a brand new bar.
And they don't have that on the end cap, so.
Right, they actually just have this raised end cap.
So they've taken a different approach. A lot of people, the end cap is where the information are. Here it's mostly decorative, but.
And this is a snap ring end cap, which is fairly common along, bars similar to this. But the finish on these sleeves.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well this comes across, but yeah, it is a metallic blue, which is very unique. I haven't seen that before.
And this is what they call this finish that I hadn't really seen on other bars we have is PVD. And let me tell you, I knew I was going to have to reference this because I'm pretty new to the PVD game. So I don't really remember what PVD stands for. It is physical vapor deposition. A process that condenses metal vapor onto the finish of the metal. Physical vapor deposition sleeves. And they claim it's durable. The sleeves, whether some people like this or don't, I hear people comment about this. Like, this is not material to me, but some people...
The ribbing.
The ribbing. You know, this has like a very minute ribbing, or like a tiny ribbing.
This, I can say this is an almost non-existent. It's so tiny.
But if you go like this, you can actually, I don't know if this would come across on audio, but it does make this noise.
But that's with your hand.
Right.
I mean, it's if you just,
and these old calloused hands.
Yeah, I would say this: the average person touching this, you would say it's smooth, like not knowing anything because it's so faint.
Right. The blue looks cool. It looks really cool. So we haven't used this at all yet. You know, obviously you saw us unbox it. We can't speak to, you know, its durability because we have several Cerakote barbells. And what you're going to notice is if you treat things meticulously in a home gym, it could probably stay really nice forever. Mm-hmm. If it's getting used and abused like at Massenomics gym, this will be scratched. You know, you come back in 6 months, this is not going to look as perfect as it does right now. And I don't even, you know, that's not knowing anything about this brand, about Blazzed, just all the Cerakote finish bars we have. That's something that happens. Also, this white, this pearl white that looks awesome out of the tube is not going to look like this in a year.
No. Like again, maybe in a home gym.
Right.
Maybe.
In a home gym, you could probably keep it really nice for a long time. Also, just worth noting, don't forget your drink spotter. You need a drink spotter for every barbell unboxing video out there. You gotta have a drink spotter. Collecting my thoughts. You can feel it too, Tommy, but they call this their powerlifting knurling.
Yeah.
It's not that aggressive.
No, I would say...
Especially with the Cerakote finish. The Cerakote finish dulls the feel of the knurling.
Yeah, to me, I would say, like, just first impressions here, I'd say it feels just kind of like a general purpose knurling.
Yeah.
And I'm not used to a Cerakote bar.
Right.
So, like, that's taking some off, too. But it's not, I would not use the term aggressive to describe it.
No, it's not aggressive. And so they also make this in a black Cerakote bar. That one's even cheaper. That one's only $259. So actually a really good value on the black one. But I imagine that knurling would feel identical to this then because it's also Cerakote. The other bar, they do make a stainless steel one. Now that one, assuming the knurling pattern is exactly the same, which I'm sure it probably is, or my assumption is that it is, it's going to be more aggressive because of stainless steel. And that's just the way that works. That stainless steel bar, I think, is about $579. So comparably priced to other stainless steel bars that are out there. You know, one other thing of note, the center knurling, it does have the, similar to like the Kabuki power bar, it has a line in the center. I actually like that.
I think that's a nice touch. I like that too.
I've always liked that. I'm trying to think of what other ones at the gym we have that are like that. I think, wonder if some of our Texas squat bars have that or not.
They might because there's so much knurling that
I thought maybe that's the case. I know on our Kabuki power bar, and I like that little line. And there again, this inside of this sleeve has the same 29 millimeter, 20 kilogram Blazzed Lone Star. Trying to see, I can't really notice any imperfections on this one. Granted, that's just going to be our bar versus
initial seems good.
What you see in others. You know, you can see on this part of the sleeve, and I'm sure it's just the way that this is manufactured, put together, there's less of the PVD blue right on that. I noticed it on the other side too, for whatever that's worth. I'm really curious how this blue will wear over time. I kind of know what the white and red's going to wear like just because I've seen it on others. I'm really curious what this blue, if it's going to stay looking like this, because I do like the way this looks. That is cool. That does have there's a certain cool factor about this color scheme on the bar.
There is, and Cerakote bars always have that wow factor because of the color. Here, the red and white, it's very striking how different that is. But what really stands out to me once you get past that is these blue sleeves. That is really unique and not something you see a whole lot of.
Yeah. Kaler, our buddy down there, he is working with them. He's not an owner, he said, but he does work and he does sell some of their products out of his little showroom in Texas. But Blazzed Fitness, this was our first experience with the company. I hadn't seen much of them before. They sell a lot of the usual stuff you'd see from importing fitness company. You know, they sell machines, they sell like lat pull downs and benches, adjustable benches, a lot of that stuff you might see from other people that are in the game. But they did, I'd say, at least with the color, maybe the center knurling choice, what they did with the sleeves, try to do something different, a little bit even the branding, putting the Lone, calling it the Lone Star bar, putting that on there, putting the star at the end, a few cool touches to maybe separate it a little bit from some of the very similar imported options, I think. I think that's it though. My overall impressions, it looks cool. Knurling is not that aggressive, so whether you consider that a pro or con, some people might like that better actually. To be decided how the finish holds up, but it's a cool bar. I'm excited to get it in the gym and use it a little bit. We'll probably have some follow-up comments on our podcast and everything after we've used this for a while, see what it's wearing like, see how it's doing. Tommy, anything else I'm missing on the Lone Star Power Bar from Blazzed Fitness?
I think we got it all.
Let us know down in the comments. What do you think of the price point? $400. What do you think of the look of the bar? Check out their black bar for $259, their stainless steel for $579. Are any of those 3 bars something you would consider buying? Let us know in the comments. Like the video, watch the Massenomics podcast, buy some of our excellent merch, or like I showed off earlier, a Massenomics drink spotter. You need 1 per barbell that you have. However many barbells you have in your gym, that's how many drink spotters you also need.
Simple rule.
It's a universal rule. It should be the rule everywhere. That's it for this one. Thanks for checking it out. We'll see you next time.